All Bedwars players know that you need to be fast to be good, and the only way to get to players' bases to break their beds is by bridging. This means that we have to be fast at bridging. In this tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you guys a relatively easy and fast way to bridge in Bedwars. Let's get into this video. Alright, so I'm not going to spend much time on this bridge because it's the easiest one there is. So basically all it is just holding the S key, so you're just walking backwards and placing blocks at the same time. It's the easiest bridge out there because it's really slow as well. So it's like the easier just to switch the next one that we have. So the next bridge out there is just holding the A and S key. So it's the same as the other one, but instead you're walking more sideways. I guess it's faster somehow, but yeah. So it is, yes, faster, but it isn't all too great. Not as fast as speed bridging, but not as slow as the first one. Alright, so the next bridge that we have is speed bridging. It's the same as the other one, the one that we did second, but you're unclicking shift at the same time as bridging. So what this does is you're actually walking sideways instead of actually just holding shift the entire time. So now this may seem difficult, but once you actually practice it, it can be kind of easy. So what you're actually doing is right when you get to the end of the block, you're placing it, and then you're unshifting, which is allowing you to actually walk to the end of the block, and then you shift and click another block. That's basically just how it works. So here's a slowed down version of what it looks like. So like you can see it where it's like I place the block and then you walk backwards. Now a lot of YouTubers are saying that you want to like spam your click as fast as you can, but I'm going to tell you now, don't do that because it's actually harder to learn how to actually do it later. Like, that was me trying to spam click right then. Like, maybe if you knew how to do it, spam clicking, that it would work, but just try doing it while you're actually timing it better because in the long run, it'll be a lot easier. Because it's not, instead of it being random, you're actually making sure that you'd most likely place the block. So if you need to, you can like do it every couple blocks. Like maybe you can like do like 3 and then stop and then speed bridge do like 1 and then stop again. That's sort of how I first learned how to do it. But another way that I learned it is I kind of just spent so much time just practicing it in a creative world. So what I was doing was just playing, really. Like I built a long bridge and then I was speed bridging on it like for about 30 minutes until I finally was able to go farther than like 40 blocks. Alright, so the first staring pattern that we have is the same as the first one where you're just holding the S key, but this time you're jumping like right before you get to the end of the block and then you're double clicking. So if you can see my cursor, like right before it gets to the end of the block, I jump and then click twice, so then it places the block. So this is a lot faster than just like stopping at the block and then jumping, because obviously you're not stopping. It is still very slow, so it's been much better to go to this one. So this one is the same as pressing A and S key, and you're doing the same thing where you're jumping right before you get to the end and then double clicking. So this is faster, but obviously it isn't faster than the speed bridge. So this is the sideways. You can see that I actually jump instead of stop. So what this does is, obviously because you're not stopping, you don't slow down whatsoever, and it just overall makes it go faster. Alright, so the last one that we have is the actual speed bridge. So here's a slowed down version of it. So you can see that when I'm in the air, I unshift, because when you're in the air and you unshift, it actually makes you go farther, meaning that you can launch yourself further so you don't have to shift on the block as long. So overall that just makes it a much faster bridging technique, because instead of having to like go up, then it like actually works faster. Alright, so here you can see that when I'm in the air, I unshift, meaning that I can launch further. So in the beginning there you can see how far I was going while shifting, but then in the end here you can see how far I'm going while unshifting in the air. Or overall that just makes it a much faster, because you launch farther, obviously meaning that you can go farther, meaning you can jump off faster. Overall just making it a lot faster to do. Alright, so the first diagonal bridging pattern that we have is the same as the slowest one that we had, where it's just holding S and you're just walking backwards. So it's pretty easy, because all you're doing is just pressing one thing. So the next one that we have is strafing sideways right when you place the block. So you're literally just moving sideways right when you place it, in the opposite way that you placed it. So in this side view, here you can see that my character like rotating back and forth. And that's because I'm strafing, meaning that you're just pressing the A and D according to which side of the bridge you're on. So this is faster because you're placing the block almost like right away. All you have to do is go right next to it, and it's just overall faster. So the next one that we have is the speed bridging one. So what you're doing is you're walking backwards while you're unshifting until you get to the corner. So what this is since diagonally it's longer, you actually have to unshift for longer than the actual straight bridge. So you're unshifting until you get close to the corner, and then you're shifting before you fall off. So, and then you're placing both blocks as well. So the slowdown version shows that you place two blocks and then you unshift to the corner, meaning that you're walking backwards instead of shifting, which is faster, and then you're clicking two blocks and then running backwards. So this is just overall a lot faster than normal. Well, thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope that this tutorial helped you and that you can start speed bridging in Bedwars. Have a great day.